Welcome to episode 3 of Crowdfunding Ones to Watch. This week we'll be taking a look at Vines and Flowers, which is a game coming to Kickstarter, and a print and play called Starfront Scouting Academy. We'll finish by taking a brief look at games coming to crowdfunding over the next 7 days. Let's take a look at this game, Vines and Flowers, which is coming to Kickstarter. In this game, players are competing for petals which score points. They do this by taking tiles from the market, which is 5 tiles laid out, and they place these on the pergola, matching flower to flower by colour. As they complete flowers, they gain petals to their player board. Each player receives one of these screens to collect their petals on. They can exchange those petals for hummingbirds, which earns them ladybugs. As hummingbirds are gained, they activate these events. Ladybugs act as a wild token. They can represent a petal of any colour. There are also a variety of insects on some of the cards. These allow you to take special actions. As tiles are drawn from the market, they are replenished from this bag. And as you can see, the tiles are quite sturdy, so I think they'll last quite a long time. It's quite easy to fit them together. If you're interested, do check out their Kickstarter page. So now we're going to take a look at Starfront Scouting Academy. This is a print and play. This is a game for 1 to 6 players, ages 8 and up. It will launch on July the 15th. In the multiplayer game, you have 5 dice. It's supposed to be 4 of the same colour and 1 of a different colour, but I don't have that, so I've just got 5 different dice just to show you. You have spaces for dice on the board, 4 for outer dice and 1 for a central scout dice. You also have a scouting exam sheet, and here you'll see how the scoring works. There are 4 different terrain types: mountains, dune, river, and forest. You have a planet map with 4 different terrain types and different numbers on them. Let's say, for example, we had this dice set up. So we have the 4 outer dice and 1 scout dice. For example, if we chose to use the mountain terrain, we would mark the sheet to show that we've used one of those options, and we would add 5 to one of the dice. Then we would mark a mountain terrain space on the map showing that number. For example, if I had chosen 1 and added 5 to it, it would be 6, so I could potentially mark off a 6. In the multiplayer version, you also score for creating patterns. The first player to complete a pattern gets a gold trophy, and the second one to complete the pattern gets a silver trophy with that number of points. You also score based on tallies of numbers marked on the map. You can see here there are also gold and silver trophies depending on who got the highest number of tallies for each number group. You also get additional points if you didn't use your central scout dice. There's also a solo mode where you get to use a meeple. This is one provided by myself, and you would place it on the squares of places that you have marked off, and then there would be a storm simulator which would come along and mark off other spaces on the map relative to where this has been placed. The game ends when there is a complete row of numbers marked either horizontal, vertical, or diagonal. This game comes with a colour version or a low ink version. I actually really like the colour version here. You will probably want to laminate it so you can reuse it, as it does use a lot of ink. There is also several different maps available, and you can print off different pictures here for your scout, where you can also name your scout as you want. I'll be posting a full review on my Instagram at Thatboardgamelife. Now let's look at games launching over the next 7 days. Statecraft by Do It Games. This is for 1 to 4 players over 45 minutes, age 14 and up. Play as different countries vying for power over 4 rounds. Liberation, a game for 1 to 4 players over 60 minutes for ages 10 and up. Play as Resistance or Occupier, recruit agents and finish missions. Warfig, a tabletop war game in which players battle using tile figure units complemented by unit cards, spell cards, command cards and item cards. Asa, Escape the Flood, a card game set during 1919 Boston molasses flood. Family friendly. Black Rose Wars Revised Edition, competitive deck-building board game with area control elements focused on magical combat. Machina Arcana, the Vivarium expansion. Cosmic Horror for 1 to 4 players. Age 14 and up, 150 minutes. Narrative-driven mechanics. Red Tides, A Tale of New Caribbean is a strategic pirate co-op board game for 1 to 4 players. Build your ship, sail the sea, and battle epic bosses. 120 dice. Thanks for watching. Please subscribe if you like the content.